editions of TV23's Internet, provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublet, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, February 25th, 2016. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. On today's show, we'll be joined by our entertainment correspondent, Mr. Adam Jewell, via Skype from Chicago. We're going to talk about the Oscars coming up on Sunday. In the meantime, let's take a look at happenings. A man charged with attempted first-degree murder in the February 25th shooting of a Garden City man was found guilty yesterday afternoon in Finney County District Court. After about 3 hours of deliberations, the jury found 51-year-old Paul Gobera of Garden City guilty of attempted murder in the first degree, aggravated assault to cause bodily harm, and criminal possession of a firearm by a felon in connection with the February 24th of 2015 shooting of 64-year-old Raul Tapia. The Gray County Sheriff's Office is asking people to use caution when using debit or credit cards at ATMs and gas pumps, as they've recently been working skimming cases. Now, the office is asking concerned citizens instead to go inside the gas station to have the clerk use the debit or credit card machine instead of using the card reader at the pump. As always, the office is asking citizens to call them with suspicious activity if the card reader sticks out, is loose, or just doesn't look right. The Haskell County Sheriff's Office also is warning skimming has occurred here in Haskell County, Finney County, as well as Seward County. The Hamilton County Hospital could be facing a budget shortfall of up to $1.5 million. That, according to hospital CEO Robert Nomsen. Now, for 2016, the Rural Hospital in Syracuse appears to be spending $250,000 more than its $6.25 million in revenue. The shortfall likely will grow to between $1 million and $1.5 million as the hospital's management consulting firm, Great Plains Health Alliance, works to get a clear picture of the budget. Now, that picture will be presented at a community meeting open to the public at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tonight in the auditorium at Syracuse High School. A new government report forecasts the 2015 value of field and other crops in Kansas at $6.48 billion. The National Agricultural Statistics Service said yesterday that its estimate for the state is down less than 1% from 2014. Now, the agency said it anticipates the value of the state's corn production at $2.18 billion. That's up 2% from the previous marketing year. The value of winter wheat production in Kansas trailed behind at $1.56 billion. That's up 4% from the previous marketing year. The Kansas Senate has approved a proposal for a pilot program to have married couples who don't smoke or drink alcohol serve as foster parents for abused and neglected children. The vote Tuesday was 24-15 on a bill from Senator Forrest Knox of Altoona. The measure goes next to the House. Now, Knox's bill sets up a program in which couples in stable marriages for at least 7 years volunteer to be foster parents. Only one spouse in a so-called care foster family could work outside the home. Couples could be reimbursed by the state for up to $4,000 a year for in-home or private schooling expenses. And finally, Senator Jerry Moran announced yesterday he will lead a congressional visit to the detention center at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Moran said in a press release, unfortunately, the president seems to be spending more time and energy fulfilling a campaign promise than focusing on the serious national security threats we face across the globe. Congress and the Attorney General have made it clear that the administration has no authority to transfer detainees from Gitmo to the United States. Now, the senator will also speak with military leaders to gain a better understanding of how the Guantanamo Bay facility actually works. And that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Stick around. Forecast's going to be warming up. We'll talk about that next.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. On every screen in your life. We are broadcasters. Always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back. Hey, look, we got a truck in the picture today. We're looking south from the junction of US 83 and US 160, about 5 miles north of Sublette. So, yeah, that truck heading south, as a matter of fact. Let's take a look at our readings here at the station. Temperatures 40 degrees, relative humidity pretty low, 39%. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 15. We're getting kind of used to that these last few days. Barometric pressure is on the rise. Looking at our current temperatures around the area, everybody in the area pretty much in the 40s and upper 30s. So, and it's not going to warm up a whole lot today. And you can tell with our current dew points are so low, that's why the humidity pretty much around the entire viewing area is not very high. Looking at our wind speeds, they're pretty much out of the north-northwest everywhere we go. Kind of breezy over in Pratt and Dodge City, both at 21. Lamar must be living right. They're only 4, and the winds are variable way out west. Looking at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. Yesterday we had a high of 59. Record 80 back in 1981. 21 was our overnight low, -6 back in 2003. Yeah, these last few nights have been a little fresh when you get up early in the morning. For today, we're only calling for a high of 49 degrees. Winds will be out of the north-northwest at 14. Tonight, still going to be fairly cool out there. It is February after all. 25 degrees for our low. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 9. After midnight, they will switch around into a southerly direction, which is going to bring us for tomorrow. Lots of warm air moving in. 65 degrees for our high tomorrow. Winds are still going to be kind of high. South-southwest at 15, but it is going to bring in a lot of warm air up from the south. Tomorrow night, 31 degrees for our low. Lots of clear skies. Winds will be out of the north at 8. Switching around back to the south-southwest after midnight. Looking at our 7-day, look at that. See, we're looking at 65 tomorrow, 75 on Saturday. That'll be a good day to get outside and do something. Then as we move into next week, you can see on Tuesday we still have chance of precipitation, but that has dropped off to 20%. Highs, though, look at that, still going to be up in the 60s and 70s. We're looking at the 50s moving into next week. That precipitation would be nice. That's a look at our weather. Be back with the markets and Adam after this. Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
When you do business with United Wireless, you're doing business with people living and working right here in Southwest Kansas, not someone halfway across the world. We're proud of the fact that every day we serve our friends and neighbors, our healthcare providers and hairdressers, technicians, farmers, and local retailers. You are the people who make Southwest Kansas great, and for all you do, we believe you should be treated with the utmost respect. We are United Wireless, and we are Southwest Kansas proud.
Something I feel when I'm right here, something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up at that, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 home
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And welcome back. It's time for our entertainment correspondent, Mr. Adam Jewell, via Skype from Chicago. How are you? Nobody saw that. Thank goodness. Huh?
Aces.
Whatever. How are you today?
Aces.
Aces. All right. Coming up Sunday, the big award show, the big show. Coming up, Academy Awards. I don't know which one this is. 142nd. I don't know what it is. So you're going to give us a rundown. You're going to give us a rundown on your picks and misses and hits and all that kind of stuff. So take it away.
Okay. Just to preface, all this has to be taken with a grain of salt because it's the Oscars. A bunch of rich people dressed up in rich people clothes, being jerks, and patting themselves on the back saying, good for us.
How do you really feel about the Oscars, Adam? How do you really feel?
I'm just saying.
All right, fine.
Anyway, because everyone's always about their picks and this, that, and the other. So I'm going to give you some picks of what should win versus what probably will win in certain categories.
All right, take it away. Take it away. What are you going to start with?
Writing.
Writing. That makes sense since you're a writer. Okay.
All right. So there's 2 screenplay categories, original versus adaptation. Now, in the original, this one is a strong category because you have Ex Machina, Inside Out, and Spotlight. What probably should win would be Ex Machina, but what is going to win would be Spotlight. So that's one. And Inside Out would be a long shot, but it would still be pretty fun to see if Inside Out did win, because Inside Out's a great movie. Next, Best Adapted Screenplay. So
All right, now wait. Explain this. Adapted is from like a book or something?
Yes, it's not original material.
All right, gotcha. Thus adapted.
What's original nowadays?
All right, okay, gotcha.
Anyway, so you have things like The Big Short, The Martian, Room. What I think should win should be Room. But what probably will win is The Big Short. It's the underdog, but it's been getting a lot of heat. It's hot, as they would say in the movie biz. Okay? So, all right. So
All
next.
Right. Okay, all right. So, why? All right, but you saw The Room, and didn't it do well at the Golden Globes?
It did.
Okay, but never mind.
But The Big Short has more heat.
Oh,
All
right.
Hollywood, it's about heat. It's hot. It's hot. What's
Okay,
happening?
all right. Okay, carry on. I'm sorry.
All right. For Best Directing, once again, I think it should go to... Actually, I think it should go to The Big Short with Adam McKay, but it probably won't. They're going to most likely give it to the director of The Revenant and everything that he's created. So there's that.
Okay.
Next.
Okay.
You have your actor and actress.
All right. Now, is this supporting, or you gonna start with supporting?
Let me finish.
Oh, all right. I'll just be over here.
Okay, thank you. So your actor in a supporting role is very strong, but once again, filled with nothing but white people, as most categories are. Hashtag Oscar so white. Anyway, in your actor in supporting role, you have Christian Bale, Tom Hardy, Mark Ruffalo, Mark Rylance, and Sly is nominated for his role in Creed, playing Rocky Balboa. Everyone would want to see Sylvester Stallone win. He probably won't. My money is going to be on Mark Ruffalo, and I think he will win. So he should win, and he probably will. Next, with actress in a supporting role, there's pretty much, this is a two-person race between Jennifer Jason Leigh of The Hateful Eight, Kate Winslet of Steve Jobs, and I think Jennifer Jason Leigh should and both will win in that category because she rocks it. Now.
Okay, but now Kate Winslet, she's won before, right? No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she won Best Actress for The Reader.
Okay.
Now, actress in leading role. This is where it'll get interesting because pretty much with Cate Blanchett, whenever she's in it, she usually wins. But she's going up against Brie Larson from Room. And I think, once again, you can mark it for Brie Larson. She should and will win for her role in Room. She rocked it. I'm going to skip this one. We're going to save that one for last. But Best Picture, because it's 8, just hold your horses, all right? I see that look. Your Best Picture is 8 nominees. You've got The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight. Now, The Big Short is great. Spotlight is great. Room is great. But once again, I'm going to say The Big Short should win, but Spotlight will win. And it's probably just an overall more perfect movie, but I think Big Short should win.
Okay, so you don't think that since Revenant gets Best Director that it's going to get Best Picture?
No.
All right.
No.
Okay. All right. So let's get moving on to your Best Actor.
Yes.
In a leading role.
Correct.
Okay.
This one is interesting because you've got Bryan Cranston for Trumbo, Matt Damon for The Martian, Leo for The Revenant, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs, and Eddie Redmayne for The Danish Girl. Now, I'm sure, as everyone knows, that everyone's talking about Leo finally getting his due, because they finally gave it to Scorsese for The Departed, even though that wasn't his best work. It was still a great movie, but it wasn't his best work. They finally said, okay, let's give it to him. And now the Academy doesn't want another Peter O'Toole on their hands, because Peter O'Toole never won an Oscar for any of his work. So there's that little fun tidbit. So I think Leo probably will win for The Revenant, because honestly, there's not too many other strong performances with this. I mean,
I thought Bryan Cranston in Trumbo should give him a run, shouldn't he? Or even Michael Fassbender. They say Michael Fassbender did well in Jobs, even though the movie was not that well rated or ranked,
The only person that's going to give him a run is Matt Damon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think that Leo deserves this, but it's also all right, here's your Oscar, go away.
I wouldn't say go away.
Well, not go away, but like Lauren. I mean, where Peter O'Toole never got one, even for his role in Lawrence of Arabia, and those types of things.
Rex Harrison that year.
Okay, that's right, for My Fair Lady. Okay, all right. So those are your picks, right?
Yes,
all
and right. So Leo is probably going to get his due. Those are my picks. Mark them down. I'm sure everyone has their own choices.
All right. So when I check in with you again next week, we'll see how well you did, okay? So all you got to do is tell me whether you nailed it or didn't.
Okay.
All right. Have a good week, and we'll watch the Academy Awards on Sunday night. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Adam. We'll see ya. And I'll be back with more after this.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Welcome back. Hey, let's take a look at some sports out there. Garden City will start their quest for a 4th straight 6A wrestling title tomorrow at Hartman Arena in Wichita. The Buffs have qualified 10 wrestlers for the tournament. Now, this year it would appear Manhattan and Olathe North, along with Derby, will be the chief challengers to the Buffalo's throne. Manhattan and Olathe North qualified 13 and 11 wrestlers respectively, while Derby's Panthers also will have 11 men on the mat. So good luck to the Garden City Buffaloes. Dodge City also qualified 6 wrestlers, so they'll be there also. It took 3 seasons and 7 tries for Xavier to finally get the one victory that eluded them and maybe tip the balance of the power in the Big East? Not sure about that. J.P. McCura got Xavier rolling with 19 points off the bench, and freshman point guard Edmund Sumner had 19 points and 9 assists as the 5th-ranked Musketeers knocked off top-ranked number 1 Villanova 90-83 last night. And the University of Iowa Hawkeyes are officially in a slump. Now, this isn't the best time for the Hawkeyes to be playing some of their worst basketball either. Bronson Koenig scored 15 points, and Wisconsin upset 8th-ranked Iowa 67-59 last night, handing the Hawkeyes their 2nd straight loss and a 3rd in 4 games. That was the first loss this year for the Hawkeyes at Carver Arena in Iowa City. So there you go with that. Hey, let's take one last look at our weather before we get out of here today. Temperature still 40 degrees. Wish it was 48. Relative humidity 37%. Winds are out of the west-northwest. 14 barometric pressure on the rise. Looking at this 7-day, it's going to warm up. It's going to be a good day on Saturday. 75. We are looking for a chance of precipitation next week. 20% on Tuesday. Hope that comes through. Other than that, not going to be too bad out there. Go out and enjoy it, everybody. Make it a great Thursday. Hey, tomorrow we're going to talk with Renee Hickert from Liberal and Rex Bruce from Sublette, both superintendents.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.